Have you ever stopped to think about why some people seem to attract money like a magnet, while others struggle so much to achieve financial stability? What if I told you that for Librans, the year 2025 holds a powerful cosmic secret that can completely transform their relationship with prosperity? Yes, you heard right. While many believe that the most prosperous phase of the year has already passed, I have news that will revolutionize everything you think about abundance and wealth. The stars are aligning in a way that happens only a few times in a lifetime, creating an unprecedented portal of financial opportunities for those born under the sign of Libra. In this video, I will reveal 11 irrefutable proofs that 2025 still holds a millionaire transformation for Librans. And note, I'm not talking about empty promises or pretty words. I'm talking about concrete astrological evidence, specific planetary movements, and cosmic energies that are creating a magnetic field of prosperity around those who know how to recognize and seize these opportunities. If you are a Libra or have a beloved Libra in your life, every word in this video could be the difference between letting wealth pass you by or finally embracing the abundance that the universe has prepared especially for you. Get ready, because what you are about to discover will completely change your perspective on what is still possible to achieve by the end of this extraordinary year. Test 1. Jupiter is creating an unprecedented magnetic field of prosperity for Librans. The first proof that 2025 will still be a millionaire year for Librans is written in the stars so clearly that it would be impossible to ignore. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, and luck, is occupying a strategic position in the sky that directly benefits all those born under the sign of Libra. And do you know what that means? It means that the universe has opened the floodgates of prosperity especially for you. While other signs may be facing financial challenges or periods of stagnation, Librans are receiving an extra dose of cosmic magnetism that attracts opportunities for wealth like never before. Think of Jupiter as that generous friend who always shows up at the right time, bringing gifts and opening doors you didn't even know existed. That's exactly what's happening now in your financial life. But here's the crucial detail that many don't realize. This influence of Jupiter is not just a quick passage. We're talking about a prolonged transit that will create waves of abundance until the end of the year. And each wave brings with it a new opportunity to multiply your resources, expand your earnings, and solidify your financial base. You might be wondering exactly how this will manifest in your practical life. Let me explain. Jupiter works through the expansion of opportunities. This means you'll start noticing more proposals coming your way, more people wanting to do business, more ideas arising in your mind about how to generate income. It's as if the universe has adjusted the frequency of your cosmic antenna to pick up only signals of prosperity. And it doesn't stop there. Jupiterian energy also brings optimism, confidence, and a feeling that anything is possible. You know those moments when you hesitate to take an important step for fear of failure? Jupiter dissolves that fear and gives you the courage to take risks, to invest, to believe that you deserve more. Many Librans are already feeling this energy shift, even without knowing it's Jupiter working behind the scenes. Perhaps you've noticed you're more optimistic about money, more willing to explore new sources of income, more confident in your financial decisions. This is no coincidence. It's the cosmos conspiring in your favor. And here's a powerful secret. The more consciously you align yourself with this Jupiterian energy, the stronger it becomes in your life. How to do this? Simple. Start acting as if abundance is already your reality. Make financial decisions with confidence. Invest in yourself. Say yes to opportunities that previously scared you. Jupiter rewards boldness, generosity, and faith in the future. So, this first test isn't just about what the stars are doing. It's about what you can do in partnership with the stars. Jupiter has opened the portal. Now it's up to you to cross it with determination and gratitude. Test 2. Venus is perfectly aligned to attract lucrative partnerships and advantageous contracts. The second proof of the millionaire potential of 2025 for Librans comes directly from the ruling planet of their sign. Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, also governs money, values, and everything you attract into your life. And guess what? Venus is dancing a cosmic waltz that puts you in the spotlight when it comes to lucrative business deals. You know that saying that it's not what you know but who you know. Well, Venus is making sure you meet exactly the right people at the right time. This is not the time to work alone. This is the season for strategic partnerships, collaborations that multiply results, and alliances that open golden doors. And the most fascinating thing is that these connections will arise naturally, almost magically. You will be in the right place at the right time. You will meet someone in a casual conversation that turns into an incredible business opportunity. You will receive an unexpected proposal from someone who sees potential in you that perhaps you yourself have not yet fully recognized. Venus has the power to make you irresistible in the eyes of those who can boost your prosperity. But we're not just talking about people. Venus also governs contracts, agreements, and negotiations. And this is a particularly favorable time for Librans to sign contracts that will bring significant financial benefits in the coming months. If you've been waiting to close that deal, sign that contract, or formalize that partnership, now is the time. The stars are guaranteeing that the terms will be favorable, and the results will exceed your expectations. Now, let me tell you something that few understand about Venusian energy. Venus doesn't just attract for the sake of attracting. It attracts what is in harmony with your deepest values. This means that the opportunities coming your way now are not only lucrative but also meaningful. They are opportunities that respect who you are, that honor your talents, and that allow you to earn money doing something that truly matters to you. That is true wealth. And there's more. Venus is also opening doors in the creative and aesthetic sectors. If you work in beauty, art, design, fashion, decoration, or any area involving aesthetics and harmony, get ready because this is your moment to shine and profit. People will be especially receptive to what you have to offer, willing to pay well for your talent and vision. To make the most of this Venusian sign of prosperity, be strategic in your relationships. Cultivate your connections. Show yourself available for collaborations. Don't be afraid to propose partnerships that benefit both sides. Remember that Venus loves balance and reciprocity, two things that you, as a Libra, understand deeply. When you offer genuine value and expect to receive value in return, Venus multiplies the results of that exchange. So, open your heart and mind to the right people who are being magnetically drawn into your orbit at this moment. Test 3. Mercury is accelerating your communication skills for multi-million-dollar deals. The third proof that 2025 still holds abundant wealth for Librans is related to something you may not have noticed. Your communication skills are undergoing a powerful transformation. Mercury, the planet of intelligence, communication, and business, is working in your favor in subtle but extremely effective ways. And why does this matter when we talk about money? Because in the modern world, the ability to communicate ideas, persuade, negotiate, and connect with others is the most valuable skill there is. And you are receiving a cosmic upgrade in this area. Think about how many financial opportunities depend on your ability to speak well, write convincingly, and present your ideas clearly. Whether you are an entrepreneur who needs to sell your products, a professional who needs to negotiate a raise, or someone seeking investors for a project, your words are your most valuable currency. And Mercury is polishing that currency until it shines like gold. In the coming months, you will notice that your ideas flow more easily. The right words come at the right time. You can explain complex concepts simply. Your presentations become more persuasive. Your messages generate more responses. This isn't luck. It's Mercury tuning your mental antenna to the frequency of success. But there's an even more interesting aspect to this mercurial influence. You'll start noticing business opportunities that others don't see. Your mind will make creative connections between seemingly unrelated ideas. You'll have brilliant insights into how to solve problems profitably. And all of this comes from Mercury's energy sharpening your perception and accelerating your mental processing. Now let's talk about something practical. If you're not already using your communication skills to generate income, this is the perfect time to start. Consider creating online content, offering consulting services, teaching what you know, writing about your area of expertise. Mercury is ensuring your message reaches the right people and resonates deeply with them. Every word you share can turn into a financial opportunity. And for those already working in communication, prepare for a significant increase in your influence and consequently your earnings. But here's the secret to maximizing this mercurial energy. Be authentic. Mercury amplifies your voice, but it works best when you're speaking your truth, sharing your genuine experiences, and offering real value. Don't try to imitate others or follow ready-made formulas. Your unique perspective as a Libra, your ability to see multiple sides of an issue, your pursuit of balance and justice, all of this makes your communication special. Use this to your advantage. So this third test is a powerful reminder that your voice has value. Your ideas have power. Your words can open doors to prosperity you never imagined existed. Mercury is giving you the tools. Now is the time to use them with confidence and purpose. Hey, before we continue with the next incredible insights that will completely change your perspective on this year's financial potential, I need to ask you a favor. If this video is making sense to you, if this information is touching your heart and opening your eyes to the possibilities the universe has prepared, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. That way you won't miss any content that can transform your life. And you know what would be amazing? If you commented below where you're watching from. I want to know which corner of the world you're receiving these messages from the cosmos from. And if these astrological revelations are truly making a difference in your journey, consider becoming a supporter of the channel. Your support allows me to continue bringing profound and transformative content like this. Each person who becomes a subscriber is investing not only in the channel, but in the expansion of consciousness and prosperity of our entire community. So if you feel gratitude for the messages I share, this is a beautiful way to reciprocate and be part of this chain of abundance. Now let's move on to the next challenges that will get you even more excited about what's to come. Evidence 4. Saturn is building solid foundations for lasting wealth, not just fleeting gains. The fourth piece of evidence that 2025 will still be a millionaire year for Librans is probably the most important of all, although it is the least glamorous. I'm talking about the influence of Saturn, the great master of the zodiac, the planet that teaches through discipline, structure, and long-term commitment. You might be wondering, but isn't Saturn that difficult planet that brings challenges? Yes and no. Saturn brings challenges, but only to strengthen you. And right now, it's working to ensure that the wealth you acquire is not fleeting but permanent. Let me explain better. Many people want to get rich quick, want a stroke of luck, want to win the lottery. And there's nothing wrong with wanting instant prosperity. But the truth is that the wealth that truly transforms your life, that gives you true security and lasting freedom, is that which is built on solid foundations. And that's exactly what Saturn is helping Librans create now. It's teaching you to be more disciplined with money. It's showing you the importance of saving, investing, and building wealth. It's challenging you to let go of impulsive spending and focus on acquisitions that truly add value to your life. And yes, sometimes that can seem restrictive. Saturn might make you question, do I really need this? Is this the best use of my money? But these questions are gifts, not punishments. Because every time you choose discipline over impulse, you are building a solid millionaire future. Now, here's something fascinating about Saturnian energy right now. Saturn isn't just teaching you to save. It's showing you opportunities for smart investment. Maybe you're considering investing in education that will increase your earning capacity. Maybe you're thinking about buying property or making serious financial investments. Saturn is saying yes to these decisions, as long as they are well planned and grounded. Saturnian wealth doesn't come from luck, it comes from strategy. And you have more strategic capacity than you imagine. I'm going to tell you something that many financial advisors don't talk about. The difference between those who become rich and those who remain constantly struggling financially lies not in the amount of money that comes in, but in the ability to retain, multiply, and protect what is earned. And that is precisely the skill that Saturn is developing in you now. Every conscious financial decision you make, every time you resist unnecessary spending, every real or coin you invest thinking about the future, you are building a financial empire brick by brick. It may not seem glamorous. It may not yield exciting stories to tell, but it will yield something much better. Security, freedom, and peace of mind. To take full advantage of this Saturnian energy, start treating your finances with the seriousness they deserve. Create a budget. Track your expenses. Set short, medium, and long-term financial goals. Educate yourself about investments. Seek mentors who have already achieved the financial stability you desire. Saturn rewards consistent effort and patience. And here's the best news. When Saturn finally gives you its blessing, it lasts. It's not wealth that comes and goes. It's a prosperity that becomes part of your identity, your permanent reality. So thanks Saturn for teaching you how to build a millionaire future that no one can take away from you. Test 5. Uranus is bringing unexpected twists and turns that catapult your financial situation to another level. The fifth proof that 2025 still holds extraordinary riches for Librans comes from the most unpredictable and revolutionary planet in the solar system, Uranus. If Saturn is about building slowly and consistently, Uranus is about sudden changes that transform everything overnight. And guess what? Uranus is about to bring some very pleasant financial surprises to your life. Think of Uranus as that lightning bolt that strikes a seemingly calm sky. You don't see it coming, but when it appears, everything changes. And in your case, these Uranian changes will be extremely favorable when it comes to money. We're talking about opportunities that arise out of nowhere, unexpected proposals that multiply your income, brilliant ideas that appear like flashes of inspiration. Uranus doesn't ask permission. It simply appears and revolutionizes everything. Now you might be wondering, but how can something unpredictable be proof that I will prosper? Great question. The answer is simple. Uranus is positioned in such a way that its surprises will be positive for you. The twists and turns will be in your favor. Unexpected events will bring gains, not losses. It's as if the universe has set up a series of surprise events that will raise your financial level whenever you least expect it. But here's the secret to working with Uranian energy. You need to be open to the unexpected. Many people have such a need for control that when a different opportunity arises, they reject it out of fear or resistance to change. Don't do that. When Uranus knocks on your door with an unusual proposal, a radical idea, or an unconventional opportunity, pay attention. It may be exactly what will catapult your financial situation to another level. And you know what's most interesting about Uranus? It loves technology, innovation, and everything modern. This means that your greatest financial opportunities may come through the digital world. Perhaps you'll discover a way to make money online that you never considered. Perhaps a social network will bring a surprising opportunity. Perhaps you'll develop a technological skill that becomes extremely lucrative. Uranus is saying, don't get stuck in old methods of making money. There's a whole world of modern possibilities waiting for you. I'll give you a practical example. Many Librans will unexpectedly discover they have talents or knowledge that can be monetized online. Perhaps you're good at something you don't even consider special, but that other people would pay to learn. Maybe you have a unique perspective on a subject that can be transformed into valuable content. Uranus has the power to reveal these hidden treasures and connect them with the right people. The key here is to be willing to experiment, to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone. Uranus doesn't reward stagnation. It rewards the courage to do things differently, to try something new, to embrace change even when it's scary. And every time you say yes to an unusual opportunity, you're aligning yourself with the Uranian frequency of prosperity. So this fifth test is an invitation for you to let go of excessive control and trust that the universe is preparing wonderful surprises for your financial life. The greatest blessings often come wrapped in unexpected packages. Don't reject the gift just because it doesn't look like you imagined. Uranus knows what it's doing. And what he's doing for you now is opening portals of possibilities that will surprise even you. Test 6. Neptune is opening intuitive channels that reveal hidden golden opportunities. The sixth piece of evidence that 2025 will still be financially transformative for Librans comes from a mystical and profound place. I'm talking about Neptune, the planet of intuition, spirituality, and everything that transcends rational logic. And you might be thinking, but what does intuition have to do with money? It has everything to do with it. In fact, some of the richest people in the world attribute their success not only to logical strategies, but to following their intuition, their hunches, that inner voice that says yes or no even before the mind can explain why. And right now, Neptune is powerfully opening these intuitive channels within you. You will begin to have dreams that bring insights about money. You will feel inexplicable impulses to make or not make certain financial choices. You will have hunches about people, businesses, and opportunities. And here's the most important thing. These hunches will be right. Neptune is connecting you with a wisdom that goes beyond what your eyes can see or your mind can calculate. It's a wisdom that comes from the universal field of possibilities, from your higher self, from the stars themselves. Many people ignore their intuition because they've been taught that only logic matters. But think about it. How many times have you ignored a hunch and later regretted it? How many times has your intuition warned you about something, and you didn't listen? Neptune is asking you to change that. It's showing you that your intuition is a spiritual GPS that can guide you directly to the most lucrative opportunities and keep you away from financial traps. And there's more. Neptune also governs creativity, imagination, and art. If you have any creative inclination, Now is the time to turn it into a source of income. The world is hungry for beauty, for inspiration, for something that touches the soul. And you, as a Libra ruled by Venus and now touched by Neptune, have access to an inexhaustible source of creativity that can be extremely lucrative. Don't underestimate the value of what you create. Don't belittle your artistic or spiritual gifts. There's a huge market for people who offer products or services that uplift, inspire, and bring beauty to the lives of others. I'm going to tell you something few people know. Neptune is also dissolving unconscious blocks you have regarding money. You know those limiting beliefs you didn't even know you had? Like, I don't deserve to be rich. Money is hard to come by. Spiritual people shouldn't care about money. Neptune is washing these beliefs from your mind like a wave cleanses the sand on the beach. And as these blocks dissolve, you begin to attract money more easily, in ways that seem almost magical. To make the most of this Neptunian energy, start paying more attention to your dreams. Keep a notebook by your bed and write down any dreams related to money, work, or opportunities. Meditate regularly to strengthen your connection with your intuition. Before making important financial decisions, stop, take a deep breath, and ask your inner self, is this aligned with my highest good? And trust the answer you receive. Neptune also invites you to explore spiritual practices that increase your financial vibration. Creative visualizations, prosperity affirmations, gratitude for the blessings you already have. All these practices become especially powerful now. You are literally reprogramming your energy field to resonate with abundance. So this sixth test is a reminder that you have resources beyond the physical to create wealth. You have access to a cosmic intelligence that can guide you to opportunities your logical mind would never find on its own. Trust in this. Honor your hunches. And prepare to witness what happens when you align your practical action with your intuitive wisdom. Test 7. Pluto is completely transforming your mindset about money and personal power. The seventh proof that 2025 still holds millionaire transformations for Librans is perhaps the most profound and powerful of all. We're talking about Pluto, the planet of total transformation, of death and rebirth, of the hidden power that transforms coal into diamonds through pressure. And Pluto is working intensely in your birth chart right now, completely revolutionizing your relationship with money, power, and personal worth. Let me be direct with you. If you want your financial life to truly change, your identity needs to change first. You can't continue thinking like someone who struggles financially and expect to become a millionaire. You need to start thinking, feeling, and acting like someone who is already prosperous. And it is precisely this identity transformation that Pluto is facilitating now. It is literally killing old versions of you that no longer serve you, so that a more powerful, confident, and deserving version can be born. Now, this Plutonian transformation process isn't always comfortable. Pluto will make you look at your shadows, your deepest fears about money, your self-destructive patterns. He will show you where you are sabotaging your own prosperity without even realizing it. It could be through relationships that drain your resources, habits that keep you financially trapped, or unconscious beliefs that limit how much you can earn. And yes, facing all of this can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary, because you can't transform what you don't recognize. But here's the good news. When you allow Pluto to work its transformative magic, the results are permanent and profound. We're not talking about superficial changes. We're talking about a complete metamorphosis in your financial essence. You stop being someone who waits for opportunities and become someone who creates them. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and take full control of your financial destiny. You abandon the scarcity mindset and embrace an awareness of unlimited abundance. And you know what happens when you go through this transformation? Money starts to flow naturally because you have become an energetic magnet for it. I'm going to explain something about Pluto that changes everything. Pluto governs not only transformation, but also hidden power, shared resources, inheritances, and large sums of money. This means that some Librans may receive money from unexpected sources during this period. It could be through investments that finally pay off, inheritances, lucrative partnerships, or even financial compensation for something from the past. Pluto has the power to bring forth resources that were hidden or blocked. But more important than receiving money from outside, Pluto is helping you discover the inner power you've always had but never fully recognized. It's showing you that you have more value than you imagined, more talents than you recognized, more potential than you dared to believe. And when you truly accept your own power, when you recognize your true worth, The outside world has no choice but to reflect that back to you in the form of opportunities and prosperity. So, how do you consciously work with this Plutonian energy? First, be willing to let go of what no longer serves you. Toxic relationships that drain you financially or emotionally. Jobs that don't honor your worth. Consumption habits that keep you trapped. Limiting beliefs about what you deserve. Pluto will help you cut those cords, but you need to be willing to pick up the scissors. Second, invest deeply in your growth and transformation. Therapy, coaching, courses, mentoring. Anything that helps you evolve and access more of your potential. Pluto rewards those committed to their own evolution. This 7th test is the most powerful because it doesn't promise you external wealth without internal transformation. It invites you on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment that naturally results in material prosperity. It's proof that the greatest treasure lies within you. And when you discover this, the entire universe conspires to reflect this inner wealth in your external reality. Test 8. Eclipses are opening portals of opportunity that happen only once in a lifetime. The 8th proof that 2025 still holds extraordinary abundance for Librans lies in the most powerful and transformative astrological events that exist: eclipses. And this year has a sequence of eclipses that is creating cosmic openings specifically favorable for those born under the sign of Libra. If you pay attention, you will notice that the biggest quantum leaps in your life often happen during eclipse seasons. This is no coincidence. Eclipses are like dimensional portals that connect you with higher timelines, with future versions of yourself who have already achieved what you are still seeking. And during these portals, the impossible becomes possible. Barriers that seemed insurmountable simply dissolve. Opportunities that would take years to appear arise in a matter of weeks. And changes that would normally be gradual happen in an accelerated way. Now, let me explain how this relates specifically to money. This year's eclipses are activating areas of your chart that govern resources, personal value, earnings, and prosperity. This means you can expect dramatic changes in your financial situation during these periods. And the key word here is dramatic. We're not talking about small adjustments. We're talking about significant transformations that will make you look back in a few months and hardly recognize where you were before. Some Librans will receive job or business offers that multiply their earnings. Others will discover completely new sources of income they didn't even know were possible. Some will make investments that will bring extraordinary returns. And still others will simply experience a general increase in abundance flowing into their lives from multiple directions. But here's something crucial you need to understand about eclipses. They don't work alone. They work in synergy with your actions. An eclipse can open the portal, but you need to walk through it. Can bring the opportunity, but you need to seize it. Can illuminate the path, but you need to walk it. Eclipses amplify your intention and accelerate your manifestations, but they don't do the work for you. So if you have a financial desire, a goal of prosperity, a vision of abundance, eclipse seasons are the most powerful times to act toward those dreams. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret about working with the energy of eclipses. In the weeks leading up to an eclipse, especially a solar eclipse, is the perfect time to plant seeds of intention. Write down your financial goals clearly and in detail. Visualize yourself already living the abundance you desire. Take concrete actions, even small ones, toward your goals. Eclipses take these seeds of intention and accelerate them in ways that defy the normal logic of cause and effect. And there's more. Eclipses also have the power to remove obstacles that were blocking your flow of abundance. Sometimes this happens in surprising ways. A situation that seemed like a problem reveals itself to be a blessing. A painful ending opens space for a much better new beginning. A door closing forces you to see the bigger door that was there all along. Trust the process. Eclipses know what they're doing. They are realigning your life with your highest purpose and your maximum prosperity. Another fascinating aspect of eclipses is that they work with the concept of destiny. There is a quality of inevitability in the events that occur during eclipse seasons. It's as if certain things simply need to happen to put you on the right path. And for you as a Libra, these events of destiny will be related to raising your financial standing and expanding your capacity to generate and receive wealth. So this 8th test invites you to pay special attention to the eclipse periods that are still to come this year. Mark these dates. Prepare for them. Be open to change. Don't resist what needs to end, because something better is trying to begin. And above all, have faith that the universe is conspiring in your favor in ways that your limited mind cannot fully comprehend. Eclipses are cosmic gifts. Use them wisely. Test 9. The new moon is creating monthly cycles of renewal and financial growth. The ninth proof that 2025 will still be a millionaire year for Librans lies in the most constant and accessible cycles we have: the phases of the moon. Specifically, the new moons are offering monthly opportunities for renewal, fresh starts, and financial growth. Each new moon is like pressing the reset button, a cosmic moment of new beginnings where you can plant seeds of intention that will flourish during the following lunar cycle. And this year, the new moons are particularly favorable for Librans to manifest abundance. Think of the new moon as newly prepared fertile ground, waiting for you to plant the seeds of what you wish to harvest. And the most beautiful thing is that you don't need to wait for the perfect moment or the ideal external opportunity. You have 12 or 13 new moons during the year, each offering a new chance to recalibrate your intentions, renew your commitment to prosperity, and take aligned actions. This means that even if you feel you missed an opportunity or made a financial mistake, the next new moon brings the energy of a fresh start, of trying again, of doing things differently. Now, let me teach you something practical that can completely transform your financial results. Start consciously working with the new moons. This doesn't have to be complicated or esoteric. It can be as simple as setting aside an hour on the day of the new moon, or even 48 hours afterward, to write down your specific financial intentions for that month. What do you want to manifest? How much money do you want to earn? What opportunities do you want to attract? What financial habits do you want to develop? Write everything down clearly in the present tense, as if it were already a reality. And here's the secret. Don't just write it down and forget about it. In the days and weeks following the new moon, take at least one concrete action toward each intention you planted. The new moon brings the energy and the intention, but you need to bring the action. It's this combination of cosmic intention with earthly action that creates real and measurable results. And Librans who start doing this consistently will notice surprising patterns. They will realize that their manifestations accelerate, that synchronicities begin to happen, that opportunities arise exactly when needed. But there's an even more powerful aspect of new moons that few people know about. Each new moon occurs in a different sign, activating different areas of your life. And when the new moon happens in Libra, in your own sign, or in signs that harmonize well with you, the power of manifestation multiplies. These are the new moons where you should perform your most important rituals, plant your greatest intentions, and take your boldest actions. The universe is literally amplifying your signal during these times. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say you want to attract an important new client, or a raise offer, or a business opportunity. During a favorable new moon, you not only desire this, but you also update your professional profile, send that message you've been putting off, make that important call, or take any action that demonstrates to the universe that you are serious about your intention. The new moon takes this combination of desire plus action and catalyzes it in surprising ways. And don't forget that each new moon begins a cycle that culminates in the corresponding full moon, about 2 weeks later. The full moon is when you reap what you sowed during the new moon, when results begin to appear, when your manifestations take visible form. So the complete cycle is: plant intentions during the new moon, take consistent action during the waxing phase, and celebrate the results during the full moon. This is the natural rhythm of manifestation, and when you align your financial efforts with this lunar rhythm, everything becomes easier. You stop forcing and start flowing. So this ninth test invites you to become a student of the lunar cycles, to work in harmony with these natural rhythms instead of against them. The moon has governed cycles of growth, harvest, and renewal since the beginning of time. Why not use this ancient wisdom to create your own harvest of prosperity? Each month brings a new opportunity. Each new moon is a new beginning. And for Librans, this year is especially charged with lunar potential for financial growth. Test 10. Planetary transits are creating windows of opportunity perfectly timed with your needs. The 10th proof that 2025 will still be financially transformative for Librans lies in the perfect orchestration of multiple planetary transits happening simultaneously. It's not just one planet working in your favor. It's several planets in different positions, creating a cosmic symphony of opportunities synchronized with divine precision. Think of the solar system as a large orchestra. Each planet is an instrument playing its particular note. And at this moment, All these instruments are playing a melody that resonates perfectly with the frequency of your sign, creating a harmony that opens doors and attracts abundance. This planetary synchronicity is rare and precious. It doesn't happen every year. And when it does, the results can be extraordinary. Now, what does this mean in practice? It means you'll start noticing impressive synchronicities in your financial life. You'll think of someone and that person will call you with a proposal. You'll have an idea and discover that someone is already looking for exactly what you can offer. You'll be in the right place at the right time repeatedly. These are not random coincidences. These are manifestations of cosmic synchronicity that is intensely operating in your life right now. Planetary transits function like waves of energy that open windows of opportunity. And the fascinating thing is that these windows open exactly when you need them most. When you are ready to take the next step in your financial journey, a window opens. When you need resources to carry out a project, a window opens. When you are seeking the next opportunity for growth, a window opens. The universe is responding to your needs with perfect timing. But here's something you need to understand. The windows don't stay open forever. Planetary transits are temporary. They create opportunities for a specific period and then pass. This isn't meant to make you anxious, but to encourage you to act when the opportunity presents itself. When you feel that impulse, that calling, that feeling that now is the time, don't ignore it. The planets are whispering to you through your intuition. I'll tell you something about how to recognize these windows of opportunity. They often come disguised as something different from what you expected. You might be expecting a financial opportunity that looks one way, and it turns out to be completely different. But there are always signs, a feeling of excitement, an intuition that you should pay attention, a series of coincidences pointing in the same direction. Planetary transits speak through these subtle signs. Learn to read this cosmic language, and you'll never miss an important opportunity again. And there's more. Planetary transits not only bring external opportunities, but also develop internal capabilities. They make you more capable, more confident, more skilled. So, while the planets are opening doors out there, they are also preparing you internally to successfully walk through them. It's a perfect system of development and opportunity working in harmony. Another powerful aspect of these transits is that they create moments of convergence where multiple areas of your life align to support your financial growth. Perhaps your personal life finally stabilizes, giving you more energy to focus on earnings. Perhaps your health improves, increasing your productivity. Perhaps your relationships strengthen, bringing support and even lucrative partnerships. Everything is conspiring to create the ideal conditions for your prosperity. To make the most of this 10th test, develop what I call opportunistic awareness. This means being present and attentive to the signs, the synchronicities, the doors that open. It means not getting so caught up in your plans that you miss the opportunities the universe is trying to give you. Flexibility and attentiveness are key. And above all, trust in divine timing. Sometimes things don't happen when you want them to, but they always happen when you need them to if you are aligned with cosmic rhythms. This test reminds you that you are not alone on this journey. The entire cosmos is working in your favor, creating synchronicities, opening doors, and illuminating paths. Your job is to remain open, attentive, and courageous enough to walk through those doors when they open. Test 11. Your life purpose is aligning with your finances in a way that makes wealth inevitable. The 11th and final proof that 2025 will still be a millionaire year for Librans is the most profound and significant of all. We're talking about the complete alignment between your life purpose and your financial prosperity. And when these two forces unite, abundance is not only possible, it becomes inevitable. Let me explain something fundamental that changes everything. True wealth, lasting and satisfying prosperity, never comes from doing something just for the money. It comes from doing what you love, what has meaning for you, what is aligned with who you truly are, and then being abundantly rewarded for it. And this year is creating the perfect conditions for you to discover or reconnect with that purpose, and for you to find ways to transform it into material success. Many people live divided lives. They do a job they don't love to pay the bills, and pursue their passions only as a hobby on weekends. But Librans are being called now to unify these two halves of life, to find ways to make money doing exactly what they were born to do. And the universe is not only supporting this quest, but actively conspiring to make it a reality. You might be wondering, but how do I know what my purpose is? Great question. Your purpose is always related to your natural gifts, to what makes you feel alive, to what you would do even if no one paid you. It's in the things that come easily to you while others find it difficult. It's in the problems you feel a calling to solve. It's in the unique difference that only you can make in the world. And when you begin to align your life with these truths, money begins to flow in surprising ways. Now, here's what makes this year special for Librans. The planets are activating the area of your chart related to vocation, purpose, and legacy. This means you are gaining clarity about what your true calling is. Ideas will emerge. Insights will appear. You will feel inner pulls in directions you may never have considered before. And each of these signs is guiding you toward the point where purpose and prosperity meet. And you know what's most beautiful? When you are on purpose, work ceases to feel like work. You may be doing more, producing more, creating more, but you feel less tired because you are fueled by passion and meaning. And in this state of alignment, you become irresistible. People want to work with you, learn from you, invest in you, because they sense the authenticity and power that comes from someone who is living their purpose. I'll tell you a secret about how the universe works. When you are truly on purpose, serving the world in a unique way, the universe has to sustain you abundantly. It's not charity. It's not luck. It's spiritual law. Because you have become a channel for something greater than yourself, and energy needs to flow through you in both directions, bringing not only your contribution to the world, but also the material reward back to you. And for Librans who naturally seek balance and justice, this balanced flow of giving and receiving will feel especially right and natural. So, how do you work with this 11th test? First, take an honest inventory of your current life. Are you doing what you love? Are you using your unique gifts? Are you creating the impact you desire? If the answer is no, this is the year to start making changes, even if gradual. You don't need to drop everything tomorrow, but you need to start steering your life toward alignment. Second, pay attention to what energizes you versus what drains you. Your purpose will always energize you, even when it's challenging. And finally, have the courage to prioritize meaning over apparent security. Many people get stuck in situations that don't serve them because they're afraid to take risks. But the greatest risk is reaching the end of your life and realizing you never tried to live your purpose for fear of not having money, only to discover that aligning with your purpose would have brought more abundance than you ever imagined. This last test is an invitation from the universe for you to reclaim your greatness, live your truth, and trust that when you do, all the abundance you need comes along. Librans who embrace this calling will discover that 2025 is not just a millionaire year in terms of money, but in terms of meaning, satisfaction, and total alignment between who you are and how you live. And so, we've reached the end of this revealing journey through 11 pieces of evidence that 2025 will still be a millionaire year for Librans. If you've made it this far, you've already realized that we're not talking about empty promises or unfounded hopes. We're talking about concrete astrological evidence, real planetary alignments, cosmic energies that are actively conspiring in your favor. Each of these 11 pieces of evidence is a piece of a larger puzzle that reveals an undeniable truth. The universe has prepared a banquet of abundance for you, and the table is set. Now it's up to you to sit down and partake in the feast. Quickly recapping what we've discovered. Jupiter is creating an unprecedented magnetic field of prosperity. Venus is aligned to bring lucrative partnerships and contracts. Mercury is sharpening your communication skills for millionaire deals. Saturn is building solid foundations for lasting wealth. Uranus is bringing unexpected twists that catapult your financial situation. Neptune is opening intuitive channels that reveal hidden opportunities. Pluto is completely transforming your mindset about money and power. Eclipses are opening portals to rare opportunities. New moons are creating monthly cycles of financial renewal. Planetary transits are synchronizing opportunities with your needs. And finally, your purpose is aligning with your finances in a way that makes wealth inevitable. Now, I want to ask you a very important question. After everything you've discovered in this video, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue living as if nothing has changed? Or are you going to start acting like someone who recognizes the special cosmic moment you are living in? Because information without action transforms nothing. Knowledge without application creates no results. So here's my challenge for you. Choose at least 3 of the proofs that resonated most with you, and take concrete action related to each one this week. If it was the proof about Venus and partnerships, contact someone to propose a collaboration. If it was the proof about Mercury and communication, start creating content that showcases your knowledge. If it was the proof about purpose, Take some time to reflect deeply on what you truly came to do in this world. Magic happens when you combine the wisdom of the stars with earthly action. And remember, you don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Take one step at a time towards the abundance the universe is offering. Each small, aligned action accumulates and eventually creates a massive transformation. So be kind to yourself in the process, but also be consistent and committed. And before you go, I want to remind you once again of something important. If these messages touched your heart, if this video brought clarity, hope, or inspiration, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss any content that can continue to guide you on this journey of prosperity and self-discovery. And if you feel gratitude for the work I do, consider becoming a supporter of the channel. Each person who supports is investing not only in me, but in the entire community we are building together. A community of awakened, conscious people, ready to live their most abundant and aligned lives. Now I want to hear from you. Of the 11 proofs I shared, which resonated most deeply with you? Which one made you think, yes, this is exactly what I need to hear right now? Share in the comments. And also tell me, what action will you take this week to align yourself with the abundance that is available to you? Let's create a chain of commitment and manifestation here in the comments. Because when we share our intentions, when we declare our commitments, it becomes more real, more powerful. And finally, I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe in your ability to create the abundant life you desire. I believe you have unique gifts that the world needs. I believe this can be the year that changes everything for you. If you choose to embrace the opportunities that are being offered, the stars have done their part by aligning in your favor. Now it's your turn to do your part. Go out there and claim your wealth. Not because you need to prove something to someone, but because you deserve to live a life of abundance, freedom, and purpose. You are a Libra in a special cosmic moment. Use this privilege wisely. Until the next video, may you walk in prosperity, light, and total alignment with your greatest good. And always remember, the universe is on your side.